Gratitude, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light, for cleansing and protecting my decks of any impurities, negative energies, negative entities, any demonic spirits, any castings or projections, and spell work. Ashe. Gratitude, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest life, for protecting and cleansing any impurities of my decks at this time from any negative energies, negative entities. I declare and I decree, and it is so. Ashe. Anything that is trying to steer me away from the truth, I banish right now as I speak. Ashe. Most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light, for protecting and banishing any impurities from my decks at this time. Ashe. Truth and only truth, no negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree. Ashe. Welcome in, y'all. Gratitude, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides of my highest life, for cleansing and purifying my decks of any impurities. No negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree anything that is trying to steer me away from the truth, I banish right now as I speak. Ashe. Hello. I may do personals tonight depending on how I'm feeling. It will be 22:22 today. For the live paid readings. If you want a personal off of live, link is in the bio to book a reading. Thank you for those that are tapping the live. I appreciate the energy exchange. Much love. Welcome if you are new here. Welcome back to those that have been here already. Doing well, doing well. How are you? What Spirit was speaking to me as I was in meditation today was rebalancing your energy at this time. There is a lot of things that is going on, and rebalancing your energy whenever you feel as if you need to rebalance it. So whether you have already took that time to actually balance your energy, if you are feeling out of whack or if you are feeling overstimulated, take that time again to rebalance. Okay. I feel like sometimes we can kind of get in this space to where things can kind of seem like a chore, to where it's like, okay, I did something mentally stimulating today, to where I, took some time out for meditation, or took some time to rest, or took some screen time, off. And it's like you kind of got it out of the way, but it's like you carry along with your day, and it's like you still kind of feel a little bit of heaviness, or you still feel as if you are overstimulated still again. Okay. With so much of going on, in this world and society at this time, with the energy being so high, with all the changes and the shifts within this year that's been going on, it's very easily to get distracted. It's very easily to, for that anxiety to continue to spike back up quickly. It's very easily to feel overstimulated with the fact of you scrolling on TikTok after you just took some time off from scrolling. Because, one of the things that I was noticing for myself was I take a lot of time off of social media, but once I get back on social media, it's like it all comes flooding back in. Like, it's just, I get overstimulated so quickly. And sometimes I feel like when I disconnect myself, or I, detach myself from the world and what's going on, sometimes I feel like it detaches sometimes from my emotions. So sometimes when I'm scrolling and I see something going on, it's like it hurts, but at the same time, it's like I've detached myself so much from the reality, to where sometimes I don't know how to feel, and I don't like that. So I feel like that is something that is very important to speak on today, is that detachment of, feeling detached from your emotions, because we're seeing so much going on, and there's nothing that you feel as if that you can really truly do, or to protect your own emotions or protect your own sanity. It's like you have to completely disconnect. And that is something that is like kind of troubling to me, because it's like, it's desensitizing. It's just really desensitizing right now at this time. And I'm a very sensitive person. I'm very sensitive to energy, and it's like sometimes I will take on the weight of seeing so much going on, to where I'm having these days where I'm really in my feelings. I'm crying. There's a lot going on. I'm very connected to someone's story here on on social media, or whatever the case may be. I've been seeing a lot of people that are really hurting for money at this time. A lot of people are hurting in regards to needing money for, just paying bills. Seeing a lot of people that are, getting on here asking for money because they're homeless at this time. It's so overwhelming. And it's also, just you trying to keep up with what's going on, because you just kind of need to know what's going on, because I don't necessarily watch the news, and I also don't really communicate too much with people. So it's just overwhelming at this time. And what Spirit was really talking to me was, just really kind of getting back into balancing things, really balancing things at this time, taking multiple times out of the day to balance your energy, because it's just a lot of shit that's going on. It's just so much, and I mean, it's just so much. Like, We have these wars that are going on. You know, we have the wars that are within us. We have the wars that are typically going on within, you know, the United States at this time. You know, we got a suck ass of a motherfucking president here. You know, we got people that are missing from ICE detention centers. We got so much that's going on. People are losing their homes. People are not able to find their children. You got so many people that went missing in Virginia. You got the floods that are going on. It's chaos. It's just a lot. Things are just really shaken up right now. And it's like being in tune is a little challenging because you really have to rebalance yourself, you know. And spirit keeps telling me I'm strong enough for this, but it's just like sometimes I just feel like I'm not, you know. Some days I don't want to get on here because, you know, I'm overstimulated, or I just feel as if I'm not going to be able to fully show up as myself. But really the message in regards to today is balance. Okay, it's really balance. And yeah, Wheels of Fortune on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so the scales are balancing here at this time, and that is what's really important for everyone, is to just really rebalance your energy. Thank you. What's her name? I completely forgot her name, but if you scroll and see my TikToks of when I'm wearing these glasses, she's on there. I usually tag her. She usually has a good sale too, and she's pretty affordable. Really sweet person too as well. Her energy is very pure. So yeah. But how are you guys feeling? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that's going on. We're going to go ahead and do a little balance cleanse here tonight. How are you guys feeling tonight? What's going on? Whoever it is that's sending me evil eye, I can feel your energy. You're projecting. Get off of my live. I can feel you. Gratitude, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and my highest lights. Cleanse any impurities at this time. Anyone who is watching me at this time that shouldn't be watching me, get them out of my life. Ashe. You're all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, it's been feeling like that lately. It's just really heavy on the shifts that's going on. And it is going to be really difficult navigating, you know, feeling like you are doing what you need to do as far as balancing yourself, you know, getting grounded. But it's like some days it feels like it's not necessarily working, but it's really truly working in your favor. But it's just a lot. Yeah, it's just a lot that's going on. A lot that's going on. And it's just really challenging to like really take it in too as well. And it brings so much anger to me also as well. Like it makes me so irritable. And then it's like, I just be wanting to lash out sometimes of what's going on. And it's like, that's not necessarily going to help. And then I get really irritated by just people in general, you know, and just kind of seeing where everyone's focus is at. And I'm just like, it makes you just want to shake them, just shake people. Like, do you see what the fuck is going on? Like, wake the fuck up. Like, it drives me insane. It drives me insane. Like, it drives me insane. Yeah, definitely. Like, it's just, and then it's like, it's really what it is. It's like I've came past a point to where it's like, no, y'all literally see this shit. You literally see what's going on. It's not hard to tell like what's going on, you know, like, and it's just so clear. It's so clear nowadays. And I feel like people are just it's really a choice, you know, it's just really a choice at this time of what people are, where they stand. And it's really sad. You know, it's really sad of where people kind of stand in regards to things. It's just a very lack of empathy in this society, and it drives me insane. Yeah, definitely not the only one feeling that. It definitely is, to where people are just making that choice not to care. You know, at this point, I feel like it doesn't even have to do in regards to awakening. You know, before I even had an awakening, you know, it just feels like common sense. You know, and what I've realized is common sense is definitely not common, but it's just like, God damn, like where did it go wrong? Like, where did things go left in regards to common sense? Because it just seems like society is getting dumber by the days. And I be feeling bad on speaking on that and saying that, but it's just like we have to be literally clear and honest at this time, because there's things are just so black and white, and it's just like it just be like okay, you know, it's just, and that's why I just be detaching, because exactly, people choose to be lost. It's like so comfortable for them to be lost, like, and it's like sometimes, like, I see so many things from different perspectives that sometimes it kind of irritates me, because I'm like, God, I can see so many different things. I understand things so well with different people, you know, different backgrounds, different perspectives, and I'm just like, I understand it, because I'm just like, I understand wanting to be in a comfortable space, because, you know, sometimes being out of that comfortability, you know, it feels like you just really are hopeless sometimes. So it's like I can understand to a certain point, you know, but also at the same time, I'm just like, we need the numbers as a collectiveness. We need the numbers, like, and it's just, ugh. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. I'm trying to think of her name right now. Ninspo is the website. Ninspo. Yeah. Just go to my page where I'm wearing the glasses. There's also one where I'm wearing like a choker in this green romper outfit, and she made that choker also as well. But she should be on there. And she has really good prices also. So she usually has like 50% off sometimes, but and her energy, like I said, her energy is very pure as well. That's one of the things that kind of drew her to me, because it's like I don't want all of my, I'm gonna cleanse my stuff anyways, but you know, the creator, I really want to pour into certain creators that have, you know, great energy, and especially if I'm wearing it, you know, as far as crystals and things like that. Even if I'm cleansing it, I just want to make sure that it's being, you know, created by someone who is not just for money, but, you know, has knowledge of the things that they are creating. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this balancing of this message here. I'm going to do some channel messages, but I'm also going to do a little quick cleanse. So we can go ahead and get the most purest information here. And so everyone can take some time of being at ease. You know, take some time from that scrolling and anxiety and things that are just kind of overwhelming at this time. Thanks for the follows, y'all. So if you're able to get into a comfortable spot, get into some comfortable position at this time. We're just going to take a little bit of time here to rebalance the energy, to do a little cleanse. Get yourself all settled at this time. Get yourself in a position to where you're able to receive at this time. Turn off any distractions. Turn off that TV. Set the phone down. Close your eyes and just relax. Don't worry too much about the thoughts that are coming up at this time. Just let them flow through. Don't hyper focus on the things that you're thinking about, because the thoughts will really come up at this time. They just will. They'll flow through. So just let them pass. Start making awareness of your breath at this time. Deep inhales and deep exhales at this time. Release the stresses and the worries of tomorrow. Release the stresses and the worries of yesterday. Just be in the present moment. Continue to take deep breaths. Inhale in and inhale out. As you inhale in, inhale all the goodness that you're wanting to feel, the peace and the joy, the calmness that you're wanting to feel at this time. And as you exhale out all the things, the worries, the fear, the anxiety, the depression. Exhale it all out. As you exhale, pay attention to the sound of your exhale. So you want to hear that exhale, that you want to hear that breath come out. Gratitude, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light, for this divine cleanse at this time. For those that are ready to receive and needing this cleanse at this time, we welcome you into the space. Divinity only, Ashe. No impurities. There will not be any energy siphoning at this time, Ashe. Provide a sense of balance, calmness, peace, tranquility at this time for those that are willing to receive at this time. Restore their energy so they're willing to receive the message and move forward. As you continue to inhale and exhale, see me come up to you and give you a big hug. In this space of this hug, you are able to release, be vulnerable, feel what you need to feel at this time. Allow the tears to flow. Allow yourself to release whatever it is that needs to be released. Feel the weight lifted off of your shoulders. Feel yourself become light as a feather. Unclench your toes. I'm hearing for someone. Unclench your jaw. Let your mouth just kind of hang. You want to just feel really light. Release the heaviness. Switch your neck from side to side for whoever it is that's been having neck problems. Roll your neck around in motions and circles. Allow it to just fall and just release. Move your shoulders. Relax, you're not missing anything. If you feel your eyes kind of flutter, just look down. Just stare and look down. If you feel your eyes flutter, when you close them, I'm feeling someone who doesn't necessarily, when you close your eyes, it feels like you're missing something. It's like your eyes continue to flutter. So you kind of open them, close them, open them, close them. Just keep them open. Just keep them open. I'm gonna allow a little bit of time for you to come back. While that time is being allotted for you to take some time to come back, I'm going to channel some messages here. Collective messages, channeling. Someone just recently laid a loved one to rest. My condolences for your loss. Thank you, y'all. You're welcome. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. How did the cleanse feel? How are you guys feeling? I look like Tamar. I haven't heard that before, but thank you. I'm glad you feel better, Bree. Someone's name is, so as I was picking up on this channeled messages here, thank you for the gift. Someone's name is Michelle. Someone just recently made a hardware store run. It's going to be like Lowe's. Roach Hardware was what I was hearing also. I'm not even sure if Roach Hardware is still in business, but someone went to a recent road or hardware store. Someone recently picked up a new plant. This plant was on sale. Someone's name is Josh. The color orange is significant. So sacral energy is significant at this time. Your sexual energy, creativity. You may feel unbalanced with your creativity at this time. May need to balance out your feminine energy also as well for men and for women. I did just recently post on my page for the masculines. If you are in a space of where you feel unbalanced, your feminine energy could be unbalanced in regards to receiving at this time. So I did post on there what the signs are and also how to help heal that feminine energy side of you for the masculines. Someone recently had orange chicken. Someone has been drinking cranberry juice lately. Someone may have recently had a UTI. Someone has been praying for a loved one that has been having heart complications. I'm picking up on a stroke also, so someone may have recently had a stroke in someone's family. Academy Sports is significant, so someone may have recently went shopping at Academy Sports. I'm also seeing someone looking at it online, so someone could have looked at something online. I'm picking up on football season, so someone's kid could be just now starting out in football. This might be for middle schooler. Is what I'm picking up on. So you may be getting like cleats and things like that for them. Someone is also sad about not having enough money or things to get their excuse me, things to get their child back to school clothes is what I'm picking up on. I'm sorry to hear about that. And then also someone just recently laid a loved one to rest. No, these are not the new Oakleys. My condolences to whoever that is that just recently laid their loved one to rest. Thank you. All right, let's get into the message, y'all. Goddess and most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. What is it that they are needing to know at this time? What's the most urgent messages? Yeah, some of you may be really trapped in your head at this time. It must be the new Ray-Bans. Hi. Yeah, so some of you may be feeling kind of just trapped in your head at this time. Just kind of feeling like you're not really sure where you want to go. A lot of mixed emotions at this time. It's like I'm picking up on like just like a roller coaster. Some days you feel good, some days you don't. And what Spirit is telling me is just to go through the motions. Sometimes you're just not going to have, with these transitions, you're not going to have, every day is not going to feel good. And if one day is not feeling good, just wake up the next day and do something that you love to do to just try to get yourself out of the funk. You know, sometimes I feel like we are so, you may have a good streak is what I'm picking up on. So it's like maybe you have a good streak of like a good 3 days and it's just like you're feeling very good, and then all of a sudden it's just that 4th day is like you feel like you feel completely defeated, like you just don't know if like anything's right anymore. And then that's when the negative thoughts start to trickle in, and then it's like, what am I really doing at this time? And it's just it's one of those things to where you're just going through the motions of this transition, and you're just needing to navigate handling and maneuvering with your emotions at this time. So Spirit may be teaching you, tests on, or giving you tests on your ability to manage your emotions at this time, or your ability to seek other things that can raise your vibration, versus maybe drinking, or emotionally spending, or emotionally eating, or smoking. Or so you may be getting tested on that at this time. Seeing are you able to take this roller coaster and not necessarily slip completely back, to where you start drowning, and more so, still being hopeful for what's to come at this time. What's the urgent messages for the collective at this time? Spirit sends me the song Three Little Birds often when it comes to them saying not to worry. So I'm hearing that song, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. So some of you may come across hearing that song soon, or you may have already picked up on that song recently. Divine may be sending your spirit team, or your ancestors may be sending you uplifting messages, uplifting songs. You may be seeing kind of little things on the billboards to keep going. You just may be kind of really just getting gravitated to positive messages. And what I'm picking up on is Spirit is rewiring your brain. They're trying to give you this sight of the things that you're needing to see, and also the things that you're needing to hear. So you're listening and you're hearing a little bit more positive messages, or picking up on more positive messages. You're seeing more positive messages. Spirit is trying to get you in this bubble of positivity, even if things are not going right, so that you can because when you get into a space of when things kind of just it's one thing, and then little things start to trickle after another, and it's just like like say for instance you hit your elbow on, you know, something hard, and you hit your funny bone, then all of a sudden you end up tripping over your carpet, and then it's like one of those things to where you can't find your keys, and it's just like, god damn, like can I get a break today? Like what's going on? It's like one thing after the next, you know. You accidentally leave something in the oven. I'm picking up on somebody accidentally burnt something. You might have burnt some cookies is what I'm picking up on. But somebody accidentally burnt some food. But it can be a lot, you know, it can be a lot. And what Spirit is just really directing you is to see the brighter things in everything. You know, don't let these little things get to you so bad, because you may have to prepare for a rainy day. You know, there may be something to where all these little things may end up to one big thing. And it's like, okay, we need to prepare you for something that may possibly happen later on down the road. You know, we are always being taught, you know, these lessons are, you know, our teachers at this time. You know, we have to look at things as this may be something to help me in the long run, you know, instead of what's going on right now. You know, it may not feel good, or it may not help you right now per se, but it's preparing you for your future. It's preparing you for the long run. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you for the likes, the commentary. When I'm channeling, I am not able to look at the screen and keep up with you guys' comments because it takes me out of the channel. So bear with me. I apologize. I'm not ignoring you guys. I just am not able to channel correctly and look at you guys' messages. All right, it throws the channel off, and I don't like to hop back and out of the channel. I don't like to waste my spirit guide's time, okay? They be coming in fast with it too, and I'll be like, damn, am I going too fast? And then I look back at it, and I'm like, I actually didn't go too fast. So, you know, I be feeling like it's going like 40 miles per hour, but when I take a look at it, it's like, it's pretty doable. People can pick up on what I'm saying, and people are receiving the message. So, yeah. What's the urgent messages at this time for the collective? Yeah, Five of Wands. So distractions, you know, and some of you, distractions. Some of you may be kind of feeling a little bit rebellious of these things that may be going on with these distractions, this chaos that's going on. And some of it can feel a little bit flighty. It's like one minute you kind of want to react, and the next minute you don't want to react. But what I'm picking up on, Empress energy. Don't react at this time, okay? Don't react at anything that is being thrown your way to get your attention, okay? There's things that are kind of trying to push the button. It's like you telling a kid, you know, don't push the button. Then it's like, push. Like, I'm just gonna push the button today. So, you know, someone can be really kind of pushing your buttons, you know, and really what I'm picking up on is get back into the space of just taking deep breaths. Like really, like it's really surprising what deep breath work can do. Like breath work is very, very important for us. You know, it definitely really helps us. And I believe it sends some sort of like signals to the brain, to where it just really helps that relaxation. It helps, you know, trigger the mind that you are in a relaxed state, or trying to relax that nervous system. So, you know, this chaos that may be going on, some of you may be getting people messaging you, you know, people trying to start fights, you know. And like I said, that Empress energy that just came out, just relax, you know, be in a space of receiving, you know, don't let anyone knock you off of that throne, okay? Don't let anyone bring you down, because, you know, when people bring that, Emperor energy, the Emperor and the Empress came out, okay? Sitting on that throne, all right? Don't let anybody take you off of that throne, okay, at this time, because there's just no need. When you're going through that transformation, it's already heavy enough. So, you know, taking on other people's issues or dealing with other people's issues, you know, it's just this time to recuperate. It's this, you know, it's this time to really be in your own space and your own solitude, you know, and not necessarily worried about other people's problems. Okay. And with that stopping here, like completely pausing, it's like take a pause, take a minute, so it's like, people are coming to you with this, coming to you and rushing to you with this chaos and drama and their problems, and they call you about just whatever they're going through, and you're going through so much, and they ain't even asked you how has your day been, and they're calling about their drama. Such and such did this, such and such did that. Oh my God, I can't figure out this, I can't figure that. It's okay to say no. It's okay to be like, hey, I don't have the capacity today to listen to you vent. Okay? We got to start. And also, with your own venting, ask people also. I had got to a point to where I was trauma dumping at one point with, people that I was friends with, and I had to turn around and be like, hey, do you have the capacity to listen to what I'm going on, going through, because not everybody can, take on the things that you are dumping onto them. They may already be going through some things, and it's like it gets heavy listening to somebody else's, shit. And then it's like you're getting off the phone. It's like, God damn, like such and such is going through this. Then it's like you may have a big heart. So it's like now all of a sudden you're worried about them after you done got off the phone with them. And it's like, I'm worried how this is going to happen with them. Then you calling them and seeing how, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Okay. Don't take on people's stuff at the time. Just tell them you don't have the capacity. Yeah. Three of Pentacles. This is a community. Okay, family, friends, co-workers, some of us are, very empathic, so we feel things differently. We feel things on a deeper level, not necessarily surface level. So, if you're feeling things, feeling people's energy, you're feeling too heavy, just be like, hey, it's not saying that I don't appreciate you. It's not saying that I don't love you. It's not saying that I don't want to, listen to you and the things that you're going through right now. But, I'm going through things myself. I just kind of need some time to myself. I just kind of need some time to, recuperate my energy, to come back and fill my cup back up. My cup is kind of, getting a little bit dry, and it's just like, I just kind of need to have some sense of capacity. Is it okay if I can call you later on this week, in 2 days, and, maybe we can talk about it then, when I decompress. But, don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, get out of that people pleasing energy. Sometimes you just cannot take it and don't take it to where it's your own expense. Okay. We have to get into the space to where it's just not today. We got to say no. It's just, and it can be hard sometimes, especially when it's family. I'm picking up on someone who is really listening to family problems, family drama, someone's mom or someone's dad or someone's sister or brother or cousin is calling about what's happening with the family. And and what's going on right now, a lot of people are receiving karma. So, with a lot of people receiving karma, they're going through shit. They're going to be going through shit. There's things that are happening. People are losing money. People are, getting mentally, stirred up. People are going through things, a heavy sense of anxiety because, people are going through karma. People are reaping what they sow. So you can't necessarily take on other people's karma at this time. You can't take that burden, especially if you've been doing the healing work. Okay. I may be talking to a masculine at this time, especially if you're doing a lot of healing work at this time. When you end up doing your healing and you starting to release, and you're radiating the aura of healing energy, so you start attracting people that are not necessarily healed, unhealed versions of you, and it's like testing you in a space to where, can I pull on your healing energy? Can I have some of that energy because I'm a little bit low in my tank of healing? So it's like, take some time to yourself. It's okay to do so. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles, like I said, and this fell into that chaos. Okay, this fell into that chaos, and people can be coming to you asking you for money at this time. You may not even have it. Okay, and you feel like you may be someone who gives the shirt off your back. You pour into people, to where you'll miss out on something, just to help someone else. But some of you may be trying to build your money at this time. Like you're trying to literally build, there's something that you're working on, there's things that you have to put in the savings for a rainy day, and someone keeps asking for money, it's okay to say no. You know, sometimes people just have to figure it out. Like I said, people are going through struggles at this time because some people are meant to go through their struggles. And it can hurt. It really can hurt, you know, to where, you know, people will, you know, make you feel guilty about it, you know, especially if, you know, one has kids, you know, people who have kids, and it's just like, but we can't take on the burden of others. We cannot take on the fact that people have been making bad decisions, but you always seem to be the responsible one, you know. And it's very hard to take, you know, it can be very challenging to take on that, you know, space of saying no, because you don't necessarily want to see the kids struggle, or, you know, you don't want to see that person struggle because you always cared about that person. But, you know, sometimes it's just, you got to pray, you know, sometimes you just got to pray for those people, you know, and and hope that they can get their shit together, you know, without the expense of you drying yourself. Okay. Thank you for the heart meme. What else? Yeah, the moon and the sun in reverse here. Okay, someone's not happy. All right, someone's in their feelings. You know, there's some things that are going on behind the scenes, you know, that people are, you know, things are being exposed at this time. There could have been something that was recently exposed this past full moon, but this is the reason why it's causing this person some unhappiness. This could be a Leo that I'm talking about. Someone could be dealing with a Leo. Could be, I'm hearing trouble in paradise. So someone could have some trouble in paradise with a Leo. I'm picking up on a Scorpio also as well. This transformation that you're going through at this time is because you're closing out this karmic cycle. Okay. So handouts, I'm picking up on handouts also. So some of you don't need to be giving out any handouts. It's one of those things to where you have to detach yourself from someone else's outcome because this transformation that you're going through. Okay. You know, unless you want to continue to drag people with you, I mean, hey, you know what I mean? It's not gonna work out too well for you. You know, spirit will get you into a place to where they will literally push you to letting people go, to where some things will happen just out of nowhere, to where someone will backstab you so hard to where it's the most betrayal you ever thought about. You know, it's like, damn, I never would have thought that person would have betrayed me like that. I never thought that person would have did me that, dog me out, be so dirty. Yeah, it's because you wasn't listening to the little things that spirit was saying. Not today. Don't deal with this person today. Don't give them that money today. Don't You're just, you know, you may be someone who's very hard-headed, you know, and you learn things the hard way because you're not listening the first couple times that you're getting from spirit. What else? Unhappy home, 4 wands. Someone's stability is not, you know, someone's stability is off at this time. Like this fellow over here with this masculine emperor energy. So this can be a masculine that is, you know, providing for someone's home. This could be a child's mother. This can be an ex. This can be whoever it is that you may be sending money to because they're asking for money because they're unstable. They're unstable because they're going through karma. Any masculines that are new here, I just recently put out a long message for the divine masculines on my page, so check that out. You guys are getting tested on how you treat women at this time. You know, there's a lot of things that's going on within society. There is, you know, a lot of sex trafficking. There's a lot of things that are going on. There's a lot of kids that are going missing. There's a lot of women that are going missing. And the reason why the numbers have escalated so much of women and children missing, or women and children going through domestic abuse, or whatever the case may be, of why it's risen so high. It's so high now is because I'm not going to say no men, but a lot of men are not protecting women. They're not protecting women at this time. And you guys are being ushered to protect the women. You need to listen to what women are saying at this time. Women are afraid to literally leave the house. Okay? There's so much going on. There's women that are getting raped when it comes to and raped and groped or whatever the fuck it is, you know, in clubs. Women that are getting followed home. You know, women that are literally getting sexually assaulted in Ubers and Lyfts and things. And let's be honest here also about this. When it comes to rapes and sexual abuse, it's very much not, it's very much non-existent when it comes to the court. Okay, a lot of women, can speak up and go, against their abuser, but and also women are getting stalked, okay? Getting restraining orders, and restraining orders ain't working. Men are busting through these doors with the ring doorbell on there, not even giving a damn. So it's like we have to be in a space to where you masculines have got to step up. We need your protection at this time. There is too much that is going on. And this is why a lot of these people that are predators, it's like taking candy from a baby at this time. It's like a playground for these predators, because it's like, oh yeah, these women aren't being protected, these women are being alone, these women ain't dealing with these men because these men are coming against them also. And it's like we have to look at the numbers. We have to look at things that, with society, of what's truly going on, and get out of our feelings. Get out of your feelings and get to what's true and what's real at this time, because this is what's real at this time. Women are needing your protection. That is heavily what is going on, and that is heavily why you guys are being tested to change, okay? And not being so easy at this time also as well, to where you are so distracted by, a woman flaunting off whatever it is that she flaunts off. That's exactly why we've had this whole shift in society to where, they push out nothing but sexual shit. It's nothing but, it's overly sexual on Twitter. It's overly sexual on Instagram. It's overly sexual just everywhere. Just sex. And it's like, sex is amazing. Sex is healing. Sex is very healing for us, but it can be detrimental when, we don't even have regular t-shirts or regular size skirts for these girls, these young girls out here, that are going to high school. And you have these high schoolers who literally look like grown-ass women. Like, it's time to move away from this energy. It's time to walk away from this energy. This is not the energy that is serving our community at this time. Those of the mothers that have children, it's time to start talking to your children about their body, okay? And what I mean by that, it's time to start talking to them about safety with their body. Not necessarily trusting everyone. When it comes to, I've been reading up on predators a lot lately, because sexual assault and rape and predators, they hide in the community, and they're not hiding. They're just in plain sight. Most of the times they are people that are very much well known. They are most of the time people that are very much in our families, people that you trust. It is most of the time is a less percentage of someone that you do not trust. It's a higher percentage of someone who you trust. Okay? And a lot of this goes on behind the scenes, and then you find out later on in your child's adult life that child was molested when they was a kid. And we have to get to a space to where you are protecting your children instead of being so hyper focused on having a man in the house. One man after the next man after the next man after the next man, because you just need love so bad. I just posted, how can we support the children, the youth on my page, and of course it only got 3 likes. But when I post something about love and your soulmate, or your twin flame is coming and blah blah blah, we have 13k likes on there. We have this and this and this likes, because everybody wants to be loved so bad. Everybody wants a relationship. Everybody wants a soulmate. Everybody wants a twin flame. But no one wants to work too much on their self-care, their self-love. You're spending too much time chasing the thrill of having someone, having a person, but you're not necessarily spending enough time to actually sit with yourself and be like, am I ready to be in a relationship? Am I running into karmic relationships, or am I running into relationships that I'm actually ready for? Some of you are surrounded by people that literally cater to the bullshit. They cater to your bullshit because they're the same people. They're the same people. Some of you don't even want to be around people that will up level you because you don't want to hear about yourself. But then you complain about how people, this chick ain't shit, or this man ain't shit, and this and that, and blah blah blah. Well, you need to sit with yourself and ask yourself, why am I attracting these type of people? Why am I so desperate to have a relationship? Everyone wants love. Love is one of the highest frequencies, but self-love is the highest frequency. Everyone wants love. I've been single for, it's going on 3 years now. And, you know, as much as I get into a space to where I'm like, damn, I really want someone, you know, to be here with me, you know, a lover. But it's like I have embraced so much of being alone. I'd rather be alone than to be dealing with someone who's going to dog me out, than to being with someone who's going to cheat on me, than to being with someone who's going to lie in my face, than to being with someone who's going to show up at 3 o'clock in the morning and, you know, tell me not to worry about where they've been. You know, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be alone than to be with a liar. I'd rather be alone than to be with someone that is very surface level and doesn't see me for who in the depths of me, who doesn't take care of me mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Some of you are running into people that literally are not even emotionally available for you. And you're trying to pull and pull and pull this emotion out of this person, and they're not giving it to you. They're not giving it to you. That's the truth, Spirit said. I can't make it up. The Ace of Swords is the clarity card. The Ace of Swords is the truth card. Take some time to face yourself. It can be ugly, but it's like take some time to actually face yourself. Some of us get really uncomfortable because we don't like hearing about ourselves. Take some time to hear, okay? Like sometimes you just kind of gotta laugh at it a little bit. You kind of gotta laugh at your trauma a little bit to kind of make it a little bit easier for yourself, you know, to where you don't start beating yourself up. Because sometimes it is a little bit tough, you know, hearing about yourself, because you may already be in a space to where you already are trying to figure things out or fix things. And it's like, damn, I got another thing that I need to work on within myself. We all do. But the reason why things are so destructive at this time, the reason why things are going on within this, you know, in society, is because a lot of people have not taken accountability. A lot of people do not take accountability for their actions. And that's exactly why things is a shit show right now. We glorify this toxic patterns. We glorify these toxic relationships. We glorify these toxic TV shows. We glorify all this toxic shit. They get the most views. They get the most, you know, glorifications. You got people going viral for just being toxic. It's so funny. It's so entertaining to see someone doing toxic shit. New emotions, new fulfillments. Spirit is over here like, this is something that's very much new, you know, for you. You know, are you willing to accept it? Are you willing to accept the newness? Are you willing to accept a new thing that's going to bring you more emotions instead of bringing you tears? Hurt people hurt people. For someone has been depleting your energy. This is a relationship. This is a relationship that has ran its course and you know it. And it's going to be tough to move away from this person or, you know, this relationship. It is going to be tough. But see the light in it, okay? Not everybody is meant to be permanent. Some people are just there for a certain, you know, period of time, a temporary time. Even though we want to take people with us and have them, you know, in our lives forever, you know, but sometimes it's just not meant to go that way. And sometimes it can be very hard to hear. Sometimes you can be hearing it over and over to where you finally decide to make the decision on yourself. No one can force you from leaving anyone. No one can force you until you actually make that decision yourself. And it's easier to make the decision quicker than to make the decision 3 years later and you knew you should have made that decision 3 years ago. Someone's name is Janae. Someone's name is Cecil. Picking up on whales. Someone may be interested in whales, but Spirit is telling me to look up the spiritual meaning of whales. So let me see. Someone may have seen a whale in their dream. The symbolism of the whale, the spiritual symbolism, is associated with emotion, inner truth, and creativity. Wisdom holder, physical and emotional healing, keeper of history, importance of family and community, emotional rebirth, peaceful, strength, and communication. Well, that goes exactly with the reading. So gaining your emotional strength at this time. Some of you may be having a lot of emotions that are starting to show up now on the physical. Your body is feeling a little bit more tired. You're tired a lot lately. Some of you may not be able to sleep as much. You have, insomnia. I'm seeing someone who has literally been up until like 2 to 3 hours before work. And then they got to get up to that 2 to 3 hours, only getting 2 to 3 hours of rest. And then they got to go to work. You're emotionally drained. You're emotionally clogged. Some of you are emotionally clogged to where you haven't released enough to where your body can actually be at ease and relax when you actually lay your body to rest, to go to sleep. Sleep is very important for us. It's rest time. It's time for our body to rest. It's not just our body resting. It's our mind resting. It's our, everything about it all works together. It's all intertwined. Your spirit has to rest. Or your spirit may be doing something in the astrals. You may be, be in different places, in different timelines when you're asleep. That can be another reason why some of you may be tired, because some of you have important parts or important jobs in the astral realms. You know, you travel. Some of you have very, very strong dreams to where you're traveling. You're needed in other time or time zones is what I'm picking up on, but you're needed in other timelines. Karmic relationship and karmic message. Karmic relationship and karmic message. Some of you are going through a karmic relationship with the person that I just said that you guys probably need to release. You know you need to release them. Some of you can be seeing 10-10 often. You're seeing 10-10 heavy because that's that closing that cycle out and starting a new cycle. So it's time to close that chapter with that person. I'm picking up on that song again by Ashanti, Rescue, and I put out a message about that song, channel song. So on my page, if you scroll down, you'll see Rescue, and it's like a little life, whatever it's called. But what was that message was pretty much saying that spirit already threw, or your spirit team already, or your ancestors already threw the life raft. They already threw the lifeboat. They already gave you the message. They already gave you the clues. They already gave you the things that you needed to know, the truth that you needed to know. And it's like you're just sitting with it. You're just sitting with it, still conflicted, still feeling like you're not really sure what you want to do with it. But the message is very clear. It's clear. Karmic message and karmic relationship just came out. That's double the trouble. That's confirmation. And then with me saying it before it came out, that's 3 times. Some of you could be seeing things happen in 3s. You can be seeing 333. There can be something that happens in 3s. One thing's going to happen. The next thing that happens is happening in 3s. Archangel Michael can be significant also as well. Freedom and guide. Black Panthers can be significant. Black Panthers, spiritually, they are, it gives strength and power, okay? Resilience. So, with this freedom and this guide, you're being guided to freedom. You're being guided to release yourself. You're being guided to liberate yourself. So like I said, that full moon, that past full moon in Aquarius could have been very significant to where you got those answers that you needed, because when it comes to this moon energy, those things are being revealed heavily during the moon time, the moon cycles, especially the full moon. You can see things much more clearly when it comes to the full moon, because it's time for you to release. So some of you have got your answers during the full moon in Aquarius, which Aquarius rules pretty much freedom and rebellion and, liberating yourself. And that is exactly what Spirit wants you to do at this time, is to liberate yourself, free yourself. Thank you for the heart, me. Some of you were meant to leave this relationship last year. 1 and 7 breaks down to an 8 with this freedom here. 17 breaks down to an 8. You were supposed to, and 8 was, the 8 year was last year. We are in a 9 year. So some of you were supposed to learn your lessons last year. Some of you are learning the lesson this year because we are in the month of August. So August is the time for you to liberate yourself and free yourself. Use that Leo energy, you know, that we're in. Happy birthday to the Leos, to gain your strength and your power. Leo has, you know, is that energy of strength in the tarot. So this may be the month that you are gaining the strength to go ahead and call your power back and leave the things that you know you're supposed to be leaving behind, because it was meant to be done last year for some of you. For some of you, it was meant to be last year. You got the message last year, but you were juggling the message. You didn't see things clearly because you were doubting too many things. You had too many things that was covering things up. There was things that were, you know, covering your judgment, or you're seeking outside, you know, sources, people that, you know, that you are finding out are not truly there, you know, the people that you were supposed to be asking, you know, at this time, you know, so you're finding out the people that you may have been talking to, of getting advisement from, truly didn't have your best interests. They were giving you a distorted version because they are distorted themselves. So you were seeking knowledge from people that are not necessarily on the level of this guidance. Okay, you were seeking from people that you didn't need to seek guidance from. What else? Some of you are living with the pain and the guilt of, you know, because me just speaking on what's on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, happiness. Okay. Some of you are living with the pain and the guilt of, especially if you knew better, you know, last year, or you just knew better and you're just kind of really sitting with it, like to where it's like, damn, I should have known better. I should have seen it. I should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You didn't see it. You know, you may have had too much going on at the time. You know, you may have wanted to give someone the benefit of the doubt, you know, whatever the case may be is, but allow yourself to forgive yourself for that. You know, allow that to just go ahead and trickle off and fall. It is what it is. The past is the past. It already happened. It already got exposed. I can't take back the time, you know, so it's just like, get in the space of awareness, get in the space of acceptance. Acceptance is key right now, is accepting the flaws, accepting what is and what ain't at this time. Accepting the truth, accepting what was a false, you know, what was an illusion, what you may have fell for. Holding on and harboring onto that energy is taking you out of the energy of receiving, of what is to come in, because you're still harboring onto the past. You're still holding on to the fact that, you know, oh, I feel so bad for myself because I didn't catch it. You may be someone who actually, you know, trusts your intuition. You know, you may see things clearly sometimes. You know, you usually always on top, but it's like, damn, I kind of slipped this time. It's like it kind of was a slip. You can't make it up. You. Thank you for the roses. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing a song by LL Cool J, I'm Gonna Love You Better. I'm gonna love you better. Yeah, destiny. Okay? This fell onto guide and freedom. You are being guided And you see this person been praying, been asking for answers. Like I said, some of you been praying, asking for answers, going to your higher sources, going to God, going to the universe, going to your spirit guides, going to your ancestors, going to your loved ones passed on. What do I do with this situation? Where do I go? What's the next step? Your destiny. Your destiny. Your purpose. Why are you here? Your freedom. What am I meant to do on this earth? Everyone's here to do something. What am I meant to learn? How can I be? We see so much that's going on within the earth, in the world at this time. How can I be of service? How can I help? But I have to pour into myself first. I have to get myself together so I can show up strong, so I can show up powerful. We can't give from empty cups. What else? What else? I can't make this shit up. Service and forgiveness. Creation. Purpose. You are the creator of your own reality. Service. How can I show up for others? What's going on in this world? There's a lot of shitty things that's going on in this world. How can I show up? How can I be of service? How can I help? How can I forgive myself at this time? I was just talking about this. I was just talking about this service. I was just talking about this forgiveness. How can I forgive myself at this time? Because so many things I am feeling shameful of, feeling guilty of. That shame and that guilt, like I said, that orange, that solar or that sacral chakra. Sacral chakra that can be unbalanced if you're feeling guilt, if you're feeling some sort of shame. You got to rebalance that sacral energy. That's where that creativity is. Sacral chakra is creativity. Sacral chakra is creation. I might tell you a joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. What else, Spirit? What does my ancient Egyptians gotta say? Some of you may have had some sort of power outage. Your power may have went out for a little bit. Excuse me, confirmation. What I'm picking up on that energy spiritually is some of you, your light has been dimmed. Your power has went out a little bit. You have gave someone else your power. You're giving negative things your power, and you need to call your power back. You need to reclaim your power. You need to stand in your energy. You need to stand in your energy. Not in what anybody else wants you to be, not in, standing in someone else's light, trying to be somebody else, not in trying to, you know, overextend to where you lose yourself and what your true values are, to where you're going beyond your own values, you know, to satisfy somebody else. No, absolutely not. Reclaim your power back. Type in the chat, I claim my power back. If you receive this message, type in the chat, I claim my power back. What else? Righteousness. Ashe. Righteousness. That's snake energy. We're in the year of snake. We're in the year of the snake right now. So claiming your righteousness at this time. 32 breaks down to a 5. Some of you are seeing 555. That is change. There's things that's going on. You're shedding that old skin. You're shedding the old version of yourself. You're shedding the layers that were forced upon you, the projections, the beliefs, the things that was projected onto you, the things that, you know, you felt as if you had to believe, you had to move in, but you're shedding those layers. You're rebranding yourself. What else? Wisdom. Okay? Wisdom. There's a difference between being smart and being wise. Someone can be smart all they want. You know how people who, you know, are in college, or, you know, since you got your degree, you think you know it all, okay? You know, so people can have a degree, but are you wise? Do you make wise decisions? Or are you just being smart just to be smart? There's a difference between smart and wise. Some people who are smart do not make wise decisions. Seek the wisdom within at this time. Quit seeking out the people that believe they're smart. Okay? Go to someone who is wise. Someone who is wise shows up. It shows up in their actions. You can see it all on them. They just embody that energy of wisdom. They have the knowledge. Anyone can claim as if they have knowledge. Anyone can claim as if they're smart. Anyone. But are they really wise? That's why you have that saying of a wise one once told me. And usually the wise one is one that has been through many cycles of life, been through many of patterns of life. You know, there's a lot of things that they have been through to where people can go through so many things, and it just all depends on what their outcome is. How do the things, you can go to one person that you can say there's two different people, okay? One person went through this, or these two people went through the same thing. They had the same experience, human experience. But one learned from the experience. The other one, it just talks about the experience. But you can tell, but one walks the walk, okay? You're going to go to the one that's wise. You're going to go to the one that literally walks the walk. You're going to go to the one that literally learned from their experience. That's who I want to go to seek wisdom from. The one that actually is showing me the direction to go. The one that actually learned from the mistake and not continuously repeating that same mistake over and over and over and over, because that's wise. That's a wise choice to do. You know, people can say, oh, it's the smart thing to do, but it's like, yeah, but you're not choosing to do it. You're not choosing to do it. What else here? Last one. Exploration. Resentment on the bottom of the deck. Like I said, release that resentment, okay? It's time to explore new options. It's time to explore different things. It's time to explore new levels. New levels is going to create new devils. But that's the whole point of preparation. That's the whole point of getting yourself, that's the whole point of spirit prepping you for the things for later on. Okay, like I said, sometimes the prep work, the things that's going on now, you don't necessarily feel like it's beneficial at the time that you're in now. But a lot of times we are being prepared for our future. That's the whole reason why we're not supposed to be so caught up in being in the future, because in the present moment is when we learn to deal with things for the future. That's the whole point of the journey. Exploring. Welcome in to those that have been joining. Sorry, I've been so caught up in the message, all right? It's very serious business over here, all right? But yeah, I've been so caught up in the message that I haven't even been able to talk to you guys, but like I said, when I'm channeling, when the message is here, I don't waste my spirit guides' time, all right? We be about serious business when it's time to be serious, all right? And when it's time to be funny and goofy or, you know, just relax, that's when it's time. But right now, Spirit's like, we got some serious, but we got duality, all right? Duality dance. The duality. You will see me very, very much in tune with you know, balance, okay? Duality is what I do over here, all right? I show up very serious, and y'all may seem very stern or strict over here, you know, but people feel as if like just because you may be strict doesn't mean that you're fun and funny. You know, you will get different versions of me. If you're new here, there's just different versions of me, okay? One minute I'm this way, the next minute I'm that way. You will never be able to figure me out. You won't be able to figure me out. I have different personalities, okay? I am not the same person every day, all right? I'm just not. I am, but I ain't. You know, those that understand, understand. Those that get it, all right? But the whole point of this message, you know, and that's why I titled it as balance. You know, duality is balance, okay? That's the whole point of this message, is balancing things out. Things are being balanced. Balance it, you know, balance as above, so below, so within, so without. Balancing the two energies of divine masculine, divine feminine within yourself. Balance. Balance is being restored. You know, things have to fall to be rebuilt at this time. Balance. There is darkness and lightness. There has to be the two. You have to go through the darkness to receive the light. The polarity. And there you will be able to embrace the ocean of possibilities. Go with the flow. Move, be like water. Be like water, they say. Okay? Embrace the potential that you have already. Okay? Some of you may be in a space to where you don't even see yourself as, you know, being a potential whatever. You don't even see yourself. You know, but you're expecting someone else to see you. You know, we have to be able to see ourselves, the potential that we have to grow versus seeing, you know, versus how someone else sees us. Let go of validation. Let go of validation. That's all this, you know, society has been so strung out on. Like it's like a drug of validation. Validation. I got to be validated. Somebody got to validate me. You know, someone got to love my outfit. Someone got to love my makeup. Somebody got to love this version of me. Someone got to love that I posted this post. You know, post it because you want to post it. Post it because you know that you have the potential. Post it because you know that you are, you know, the creator of what you're creating. Not for the likes, not for the views, not for the commentary, not for none of that shit. Fuck what they talking about. Okay? You know, you got those naysayers, those people that be like, who are you posting? Oh, you trying to get some attention. Some people just be posting just because they want to see themselves. Okay, there was that trend that was going on in regards to, you know, I post pictures because I want to see myself with music. That is very much a real statement. Okay, sometimes I be looking at myself and I'm like, damn, girl, you fine, girl, you fine, or you fine. Like, and it's like you have to get into that space to where you build your own confidence. You need to build your confidence up, you know, get in the mirror, do some good self-talk. Okay. Don't be so caught up on someone validating that you're pretty. You know, someone else doesn't have to tell you that you're beautiful. You know, tell yourself that you're beautiful every day. You know, do the things that you know that you are insecure about. Work on those things so that you can feel better about yourself. Because a lot of times people are projecting those things that they are not happy about within themselves. You see somebody who's fit and who's, you know, working on their body and, you know, you feel some type of way. Oh, I just couldn't be doing meal prep every day. Oh, I just couldn't be going to the gym like that. Oh, I just. Stop and reflect, okay, is what we say in here. Stop. Okay, stop and reflect. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. I'm going to read that 3 times. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you have come and where you are headed. One more time. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. Okay? Wintertime is coming up. Wintertime is when things start to slow, be still for us. You know, you don't catch us outside, you know what I'm saying? Parking lot pimping as much, you know, you don't catch us outside go get little drinks and thirsty Thursdays. You know, we slow things down in the wintertime because it's cold. Especially black folks, we don't like getting out in the cold. Like, it's cold. Like, don't even talk to me, all right, when it's cold outside. Don't even talk. Why are you trying to have a conversation? Get in the car, okay? Like, I don't want to hear it, all right? It's cold. Okay? So this is the time where you need to take some time out to stop and reflect. When that winter time comes, that's that time of rest. When you look at nature and you seeing, you know, the animals going into hibernation, it's because they're resting. And then once we get into spring, they out there hopping their asses away. Okay. So when it comes to this winter time, take some time to relax, take some time to reflect, take some time to pour into you, take some time to release, take some time. Okay. So you can be a better version of yourself when that springtime rolls around and we roll into that new year. What's that song by Lil Wayne that I'm picking up on? Something about the world and drop it on your head or something. I can't remember the lyrics right now. By Lil Wayne. I can't remember. I keep hearing the world and drop it on your fucking head. I can't remember it. Some of y'all carrying too much. Okay? You're carrying too much. Starting to look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Sit up. All right, sit your ass up. All right. Oh, shoot. What else, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. I lovingly accept myself, okay? I just said get into the space of acceptance. Accept yourself, okay? If you are receiving this message, type in the chat, I accept myself wholeheartedly. Or type in the chat, I fully accept myself. I need to know that y'all accepting yourself at this time. Don't be typing in there just to be saying it, No, I need you to really believe it, okay? I fully accept myself. Type it in the chat. If you are receiving this message, beautiful people, okay? We can get back to community. We can get back to nourishing our community. We have to get back to it. We have to restore the balance. Mother Nature is doing so at this time, is purging, is cleansing. We can't keep saying we're connected and not necessarily helping that flow and helping that energy of being in connection with each other, being a community. Close us out for the collective. 2 more, please. You are safe here, okay? You are safe here. You are safe when you accept yourself, okay? When you accept yourself, you start attracting people that you can feel safe with. Some of you don't feel safe with people because you can't trust them, because you don't even trust yourself. You can't even trust yourself to make the right decision. So you have to accept yourself so that you can feel safe inside. I feel safe with myself because I've accepted things with myself. So I feel safe within. I trust myself. I trust my decisions. Yes, sometimes, I don't always trust everything, every once in a while, but I have more trust with myself now that I've accepted more of myself. I know that I will not go down certain paths anymore because I accepted things within myself, to where I will no longer deal with things that I once dealt with. Stop repeating the patterns. Stop going back into the same cycle. Stop allowing people to pull you down. One more. Close this out. What time is it? 1:29. My light attracts light. What did I just say? When you get in a space of acceptance, that you will what? Start attracting that type of energy. And my light attracts light just came out. I trust in my gifts. Okay? All of us are gifted in some way. Whether you create things with your hands, you're very, artistic, or, you have a gift of, just kind of being there for people, as far as being a healer, just everyone has gifts, their own unique gifts, their own way of, of things, but you got to tap into them, not just psychic gifts and everything. When it comes to psychic gifts, do your healing work. Because that's why a lot of people do go back to religion, or a lot of people go back to, being afraid of trusting certain things, or you get got by spirits that you're not supposed to be getting got by, and you get distorted and you go through this whole spiritual psychosis and things like that because you haven't tapped into doing your healing. Any spiritual practitioner that does not talk about healing and you tapping into your spiritual gifts is not one that you should be going to. I'm sorry. You should be tapping into your healing first, and that's when your gifts come. Thank you. You are more vulnerable to attacks when you are not in your healing energy. But you're tapping into portals, you're tapping into spirits, you're tapping into all these things. You're more vulnerable to get attacked by bad, lower vibrational spirits because you haven't done the work to heal. That's another thing, is people want to know their gifts. They want to be psychic. They want to do readings. They want to do all this type of stuff, and they're not even called to do it. I wasn't called to. I was literally called to do this. I didn't just like, I want to do readings. I want to start tapping into cards. I literally didn't even like cards at first. Like I was like, I was like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? The program of, oh, it's a little bit demonic. That's kind of what I thought at first. I'm like, oh, it's demonic, but no, the more I tapped into myself, the more, I started studying, learning, it came to me, and if you're seeking out your spirit team, tell them to contact you. And you have to be careful with that because you have to use your discernment. So that's why it takes healing to do. You have to heal in order to be in a good space with spirituality. Spirituality is not shit to play with. I be saying this all the time on my page. It's not shit to play with. This shit is fucking hard. Okay. You gotta pay attention to dealing with trickster energy. There's so much shit that you gotta pay attention to. You got to keep yourself in higher vibrations because you start to opening yourself up to where you're leveling up. You're on a higher vibration. You're opening yourself up, and you are more open to attacks. And you have to be able to level yourself. You have to be able to discern, if it's coming from a lower vibrational spirit, or if it's coming from a higher vibrational spirit. You have to be able to discern it. It's not easy all the time. And be careful also because sometimes, what I haven't been liking and what I've been seeing is a lot of the spiritual community is getting really messy. It's getting really messy and it's taking away from the actual journey. And I'm sorry, it's a lot of us Black folks that I've been seeing it getting really messy with, and I don't like that. But it's messy. People are, it's just getting very messy. People, and these same people will talk about the church, and it's like, yeah, we talking about the church. We talking about how it be gossiping in the church and all this other type of stuff in the church. But spirituality, the spiritual community has been on that same shit. I've been seeing it. And it's like, people are literally going through awakenings. People are literally trying to up level themselves, and they're looking for advice. They're looking for community. They're looking for help. And, for those that have already done it. And it's like, how do I seek out help from people that are in a leader standpoint, but you're messy as fuck. You're over here creating drama. You're over here, being all in your ego, and people are seeking help from you. It's ridiculous. So, when it comes to being a healer, when it comes to being a leader, that's the whole reason why, things are breaking down the way it is because new leaders are being ushered in. The ones that are doing the actual healing work. Anyone can call themselves a leader. Anyone can be in a management position. Anyone can be in a leadership role. Hence, we have Trump in office as our leader. And, a leader can lead you into the gutter, or a leader can lead you to yourself, of a higher version of yourself. So be careful who you guys are getting guidance from. I had to step away from someone who was keeping me in a loop that was supposed to be my spiritual teacher, but they was keeping me in a loop. And then on top of that, people are vulnerable, and whole time people are sucking your energy. They're looking to see what you got coming in for yourself when someone's supposed to be trusting you to be giving them a reading and trusting you with their energy. But you're over here siphoning from this person. You're over here trying to see what this person got going on. If they're going to be receiving some sort of abundance or money, and you over here, trying to destiny swap. There's just too much going on. It is safe for you to shine. Okay? Stay away from the messy spiritualist. Stay away from the messy energy in general. Don't get caught up in the drama. Spirit is going to reveal the things that need to be revealed at this time anyways. And if it doesn't get revealed at the time that you want it to get revealed, the truth always comes to light. You just got to wait around for the answer. Don't get caught up in the midst of it. It definitely do. That was a beautiful message. That was a beautiful message. Like, very beautiful message. Ashe. Like, to be honest, it's kind of making me pretty emotional right now, because one thing's for sure is my spirit team be showing the fuck up. They be showing the fuck up. We go together real bad, real bad, real bad. And you know, people like to throw that around, saying them and their spirit team go together real bad, and really they don't even know their spirit team. But me and my spirit team go together real bad, real bad. Okay. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the likes, y'all. I appreciate it. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. You know, especially with, like, you know, I have been very, in a sense, lonely or feeling alone because I've been isolated. You know, for those that have been feeling isolated, you know, feeling alone, like, the time will pass. You know, we have to come into ourselves, you know, and embrace the solitude, you know, so that we can really get to knowing who we are and not somebody else's energy. Because sometimes we don't even know, you know, if you've been around people all your life, half the time it ain't even your energy, it may be somebody else's energy. Yeah, isolation is definitely training. It's training. And a lot of people can't, you know, sit and be alone by themselves, you know, for a long period of time, because it drives people crazy. Yeah, some of you can have a lot of anger built up, okay? A lot of anger. Anger, I say this all the time on my page, is a secondary emotion. You're not really angry, you're upset. You're hurt, you know? And it's easier to be angry than to be sad, or to really feel your emotions of being let down, or let down. You know, it's easier to be angry than to be that. So we express anger more because, you know, we think we're just so angry. But, you know, sometimes when you have anger, you know, those tears come. You know, some of you may get in a space where you're so angry and aggravated that you start crying. And really it's because you're upset. You know, you're betrayed. You feel this type of, you know, some type of way. You know, really tap into that when you feel that anger coming out. You know, it's like, it's not necessarily anger. It's, I'm feeling betrayed. I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling, you know, unworthy. I'm feeling whatever it is that you're feeling. It's not truly anger. All right. What time is it? 1:40. I actually got some time to do some personals. I'll do a few personals. Probably like 3. I'll allow 3 at this time. 2222 for a personal reading. Send it to my Cash App.
The gates are opening to the best 11 days of the year. We made it. So step on into the sights, sounds, and flavors of summer.
Hold on, y'all. Sorry.
Step on into the Missouri State Fair, happening August 7 to 17 in Sedalia. Visit mostatefair.com to learn more.
I'm not doing any free readings. If you want to get a personal reading done, the special on the live right now is $22.22. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follows. But if you are wanting a personal reading, I will sit on here until 1:50. And I'll give you time till 1:50 to send in your payment to my Cash App. Link is in the bio. You can go straight through the link in my bio. But if you want to get a personal right here, right now, you can do so for $22.22. Gratitude, Spirit, for cleansing the energy. Ashe. Thank you. Collective is done. For those that are just joining, if you want to get a personal reading, my Cash App or my money handles is in my bio. 2222 for the special on live. I will be on here until 1:50. I got you, Jessica. I will be on here until 1:50. I got you, Jessica. All right, Jessica Neal, we'll get your personal done here. Is that you, Jess? Are you Jessica Neal? All right. You are just like a general, whatever comes out. All right. Shuffling for Jessica. Shuffling for Jessica. Most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. I place protection over me. I place protection over my home. I place protection over this message. Bring forth truth and clarity for Jessica at this time. What is it that she needs to know? What is the most urgent messages for Jessica at this time? Take a couple deep breaths, Jessica, at this time. Inhale in. Inhale out. Spirit is telling me to do 5 of them. Take 5 deep breaths, Jessica, at this time. Frogs is significant for you. What I'm picking up on this energy is this could be just you taking a leap into something. This can be something that you may kind of been a little bit worried about, kind of just really up in the air with something in regards to taking a leap forward. But what I'm picking up on is getting in that space of relaxation so that you know clearly which for your decision making at this time. You know exactly what you're needing to do, but you're overwhelming yourself with your emotions or with anxiety that may be coming up, because you may just not be afraid of embracing the unknown or just kind of overthinking it. You may have air highly aspected in your chart. You may be an air sign, or you just may be an air energy. What's going on with Jessica? Yeah. What's going on with Jessica? Yeah. Yeah. What's the 7 of Swords? Someone was trying to hide from you, Jessica. There was someone that was trying to hide something from you. Yeah, this could be something that you're balancing, that's being rebalanced, and kind of juggling that energy. Because as Queen of Cups came out, Queen of Cups talks about being in your emotions, being in your feelings. So there could be something that you're juggling in regards to your emotions at this time. But like I said, someone may have been hiding from you. Someone could have been hiding something from you, being very sneaky with this Seven of Swords energy that just came out. So someone could have been playing some sort of mind games with you. But also 10 of Pentacles came out, as well as the Temperance energy here. So you are being protected at this time. Your legacy, your foundation, your money, things, your stability is being protected. And so, like I said, there's something that you may be juggling at this time to where you're kind of unsure, but Spirit is like, exactly what you need to do. Okay. Exactly what steps you need to take. So with that leapfrog energy that I was picking up on, exactly what's needed for you to come into whatever it is that you're coming into, that's going to be very fulfilling to you at this time. Okay. What else here for Jessica? What else here for Jessica? Clear and precise messages here for Jessica. This could be either a grandfather, because I keep hearing granddad. So this could be either a grandfather or a grandmother, but I keep picking up on granddad that may be surrounding you at this time. You may know them, you may not know them, but I'm picking up on granddad. I keep hearing granddad repeating. This could be who's bringing you the information that you need to know at this time. Yeah, somebody was feeling left out.
Is your family searching for a safe and personalized education option for your children? At BPrep, we offer a flexible online learning experience with the support of highly
What's this Seven of Swords?
certified teachers. Enjoy full visibility into your child's curriculum, assignments, and grades, all within a supportive and engaging environment. Rediscover the joy of education with BPrep, a tuition-free kindergarten through high school. Visit us at nmo.vprep.com.
Yeah, someone could be trying to shortchange you. This person that may be being very sneaky, someone could have been hiding some sort of money, or hiding something surrounding money, or asking you for money. But someone's trying to shortchange you, and they're being very sneaky about it. But this is what's being made aware to you at this time. So you've been getting intuitive nudges about this energy here. Someone's very sneaky. I'm picking up on someone kind of from your past. So you may have dealt with this person before, but someone's very sneaky. What else? Clarify this Two of Wands. This could have you to where you are, to where they kind of keep you stuck at a crossroads. Okay, they kind of keep you stuck in your head about this. What's this Two of Wands? Yeah. They keep you stuck in your head. Anxiety, this could be someone who may play off of your your emotions with this Five of Cups, and here also as well. They're in lack, okay? And you have this ahead of you. So, they have a lack mentality. They keep you in lack also. So, Spirit wants you to move forward from being around this person or people or whoever it is that you may be dealing with, because you have more, okay? You have more to come into within this future, okay? And present future is what I'm hearing, is pretty soon. But this is a need for you to rebalance and to let these people go, let the strings go. I'm picking up on string along. So someone could be a string along. Yeah. Five of Swords. They're very betraying. They're very backstabby. Let's see. Actually, they're telling me to move on to a certain deck here. What is the sneaky energy here for Jessica? What is the sneaky energy here for Jessica? What is the sneaky energy here for Jessica? What does she need clarified at this time? What does she need clarified at this time for Jessica? The sneaky energy. Pick it up on maybe a possible Virgo. What does she need to see at this time? This could have happened, or this could be something that may be revealed to you during Virgo season, but Virgo is possibly significant. It could be the energy of Virgo, if it's not necessarily the actual sign. Someone could be looking as perfectionism into you, or you may have a problem, or kind of a thing with perfectionism. So you kind of beat yourself up a little bit of not being so perfect. You could have had people that really heavily criticized you at one point in time. This could be stemming from parents, parental figures, or just really relationships that always kind of said that you wasn't enough, or you just always something. It's just always something. Clarify this for Jessica. Yeah. Yeah. Spirit may be showing this could have been someone who you was into, like some sort of karma prison time. This could be either someone's going to physical prison, or this could be just spiritual prison. But someone may have been a physical abuser. So I'm not sure if you've been in like a domestic situation, but or this may be something. If it wasn't physically abusive and it was emotionally and verbally, if you continue to hold on to this energy, it may end up being a physical abuser, okay? Because sometimes when we are in the energy of holding on to things, because like I said, you got to cut those cords, spirit will push you, because this physical abuser fell over here onto this 10 of Pentacles, and also this temperance energy. So what it's saying is, you continue to hold on to something that you got to let go, things will start to escalate and get worse, okay? And this is because this person's in lack. So if this person is looking to you as, you need to do everything right for them, or you feel as if you got to be perfect, or present yourself a certain way, it is going to continue to escalate, because I'm releasing burdens fell over here with this, releasing over here with this person. Okay, so release this burden that you have. Okay, and also it says she will set you up in a heartbeat. So I'm not sure if you necessarily are dealing with someone who is, if you're LGBT, or, but whatever this is whoever this person is, or these people, or whatever case may be that surrounds this energy, will set you up. So they're very sneaky, very sneaky. Two more for here. Yeah, you have something better coming. Divine male. Okay, you have something better coming. You have a better partnership coming. So let this past go. One more. I got a little bit of pressure in my head. So this could be something. Yeah. Yep. Whoever this divine male is, or this person is, they may secretly admire you. Okay. You may already possibly know who this person is, who is actually a better fit for you. But whoever this old person is, they have a bad entity attachment. I was just about to say, my head, like I started getting a little bit of pressure in my head. So you may kind of start feeling sick around this person. Your head might start hurting around this person that you're not supposed to be around. It's because they have an attachment. So they play off of they play mind games, because they play off of your head and your emotions. So they try to keep you in this lack mentality. They try to keep you from moving on, like as far as lowering your self-esteem. So move along from this person. Clarify.
At Sprouts, our shelves are filled.
Clarify for
with
Jessica.
new, exciting, and delicious discoveries. This is that Sprouts feeling.
Clarify for Jessica.
You're pressing play on all fives.
Clarify for Jessica here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
make you stress.
Yeah, wise counsel here on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so getting advice. This could just be me advising you of this right now. This could kind of, set off a light bulb moment to where you're going to finalize a decision. But seed of potential here just came out as well, and then stop and reflect. So, and this fell over here with this legacy over here with this 10 of Pentacles and that Temperance energy. So pretty much what Spirit is saying is to take time to stop and reflect, because you have seeds of potential. You have things that are going to be planted during this winter time. Okay, it's time for you to take some time to yourself, time for you to stop and reflect, get some things in order, because you have abundance, but you got to take that time to go ahead and plant those seeds during this time in the winter time. Okay, so that you can start seeing those things, that abundance start happening for you, or start working its way out, once we kind of move out of that winter season. And then also what fell over here with this lack energy, and with this person that may be sneaky, or the people that may be sneaky around you, is this important parts and hidden keys. So someone, like I said, has been hiding certain things from you, but the pieces are coming together to where you're now starting to understand, or these important parts that you're needing to understand, put the pieces together, the bigger picture of, letting this energy go. Okay. Close this out here for Jessica. Close this out here for Jessica. Your sensitivity is a gift. So like I said, someone playing off of your emotions, you being a sensitive person, and it's like it's like closing yourself off because someone's not necessarily accepting that sensitivity within yourself. Okay. And then you are protected by source. Okay, with this Temperance energy also. So that's just another confirmation of letting you know that you are protected and you're being guided at this time, and to protect your own energy at this time. Okay. And that's all I got for you, Jessica. Hello. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that provided some sense of clarity for you. You want a reading, Ashley? Okay. I'll look to see if you want a reading, Ashley. Okay. I'll look to see if anyone in the Cash App. I'll go ahead and pin this again. Good. I'm glad it made a lot of sense. Good luck on your journey, Jessica. Peace and love to you. Thank you for booking. I appreciate it. So I did go ahead and pin my information. 2222 for the personal, sent to my Cash App. If you want to go ahead and book. If your Cash App handle is different than your name on here, make sure you put that in there so I know who's booking what. Cleansing out of Jessica's energy. Cleansing out of Jessica's energy. Those that are just joining, the collective has already been done. We are on personal, so if you want a personal reading, I am taking a few more here. It is $22.22 for the live special. Link in bio for the Cash App. Cleansing out of Jessica's energy, Ashe. Cleansing out of Jessica's energy. I call back all of my energy cleansed and purified and amplified to my highest light, Ashe. Thank you for the rose. I'm gonna give you till 2:10 if you're wanting to book that personal. It is 2222. Send it to my Cash App at this time. Link is in the bio. But I'll give you till 2:10. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and get up off of here because I'm ready to go to bed. Thank you for the heart, me. Linking it now. All right, Ashley, let me know. I'll see when it comes through. I'll let you know when it comes through. Thank you for the gift. For the I got you. All right, you want a general, whatever comes out. Okay. Shuffling for Ashley Sanchez at this time, Spirit. Shuffling for Ashley Sanchez. Take a few deep breaths at this time, Ashley. 5 is what I'm hearing for you also. I feel like I'm picking up on 5 a lot because this is change, okay? You can be seeing 555. I'm picking up on 111 and 1111. But you can be seeing also 222 is what I'm picking up on. Heavy angel numbers. Picking up on really heavily trust your intuition at this time. Trust your gut. Yeah, because my stomach just kind of started like moving a little bit. You could be having some stomach issues also as well. There can be some things going on with your gut. Gut health can be significant. So, you know, our intuition is connected technically to our gut also as well. So, doing some things to kind of cleanse that gut energy here. So you can do like pickled type of, you know, food like sauerkraut or, you know, like cabbage and, you know, matcha, just, you know, whatever it is, you can just look it up on what you want to do as far as the gut healing, okay? Lemon water is significant also, so maybe drinking lemon water. I'm gonna wait until this passes by so you can hear me.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new home. From the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand.
The commercials are loud, so I'll wait until it goes by. Yeah, there could be something that actually is like making itself very known at this time. So your intuition can be heightened and getting very loud, or just something that's really starting to make a lot of noise in regards to something that you're needing to pay attention to at this time, to where spirit is making things really clear for you to see. Okay, so you could have been in a space to where you were not really sure, but now it's starting to get sure. You know, you're starting to be sure about it because it's starting to get, you know, you're seeing it clearly. It's loud. It's loud now. It's like it could have been kind of quiet, like a little bit, you know, intuitive hits, like it's just really quiet. Like it's like, you know, I'm not really sure. I'm still, you know, kind of pay attention, but it's loud now. Okay, so let's see here. What else is going on with Ashley's energy here? What does she need to know at this time, Spirit? What does she need to know at this time? What What does she need to know at this time? Bro, I got you. I got you. You'll be next. What do I need to know for Ashley at this time? What do I need to know for Ashley at this time? What does she need to know? What is the most clearest energy that she's needing to know at this time? Not sure if you have a dog, but a dog is significant. Maybe you could possibly be thinking about getting a dog, but this could be just like an emotional animal. This dog may help with your emotions. Yeah, you do have a dog. Okay, yeah. Because I'm picking up on that dog being pretty emotional at this time too. So if she is attached, or she may be picking up off of your energy at this time. But it's like an emotional pet. Can't remember what it's called, like an emotional supportive pet. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, there's something that you got to let go and leave and walk away from. And you know this, okay? There's something that you already know. Like I said, something has been made very clear to you at this time of what you got to walk away from. You may feel as if this is something to where it's depleted you, or you may feel really sad about kind of letting this go. But what Spirit is giving me is, don't focus too much on being lonely. So maybe taking your dog out for walks, if you haven't done, that already, or been doing that, is really just kind of getting yourself outside, allowing that emotions to flow through so that you can go ahead and release this energy, because I'm picking up in a long time coming that you've been needing to release this energy. Okay. And also a feeling of loneliness. So, what your spirit team is letting you know is that you don't necessarily need to feel alone. You're just isolated so that you can rebrand yourself. Okay. So maybe even switching up something in regards to yourself, maybe your appearance. You may have been kind of wanting to do something different with your hair, or dressing a little bit different. But that's what I'm picking up right now. So it's like you kind of researching more of like what you kind of really like in your appearance, and how you can start making yourself feel a little bit better. And also dressing up more so that you can feel better with yourself in the day. Okay, so looking more forward to rebranding yourself at this time. What else, your spirit? Yeah. You got to let this go, because this was an unhealthy attachment, whether this is, a person, place, thing, but whatever it is, it was attached to something very demonic. Okay. So you got to let that go. You may have seen someone I'm picking up on someone who's very verbally abusive or very emotionally abusive. So you could have been dealing with someone who just really truly didn't care about how you truly felt. And it could have really tampered with your self-care and your self-love. Okay. So really what I'm picking up on is pulling yourself out of that energy so that you can start focusing on yourself at this time, so that you can get a new level of self-love. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, this is something that you may have been really pondering on. Spirit has been trying to bring you this cup. So it's like Spirit's been, having you ponder on moving forward, or you've been pondering on moving forward because you're just feeling not necessarily content, feeling like things are kind of going to move forward for you because you're kind of feeling a little bit stuck. But they actually truly are. They are. So you could be seeing that 222, soon. Or also picking up on birds also as well. You may have also seen a feather. Ducks is significant also as well. You may have seen some ducks, but move forward. Okay, this energy is no longer for you to harbor onto. Okay, this is someone who really truly is not for you. Yeah, this is you taking action. Okay, this is you taking action. Ashley, and you taking action in going into hermit mode. Okay. So really just going within so that you can seek the answers that you truly need and the clarity that you need at this time. And like I said, rebranding yourself also. Okay.
It sounds like a fluffy hug. Like when Grandma was baking cookies. And she let you lick the batter. Cookie dough.
What else here?
This thing has 50 grams of protein.
What the fuck? Built puff.
Yeah, this is that forward movement, okay? Moving on, okay, with this energy so that you can have this new cycle. You can be also seeing 1010. Like I said, I'm picking up on a lot of like heavy angel numbers here, okay? This has had you stuck in your head for too long. This has had this anxiety, depression, whatever it is, but it's had you stuck in your head for too long, and it's time for you to move on with these new cycles here. You're holding on and harboring on to this energy, and Spirit wants you to let this energy go. This could be someone who is a water sign, okay? This, whoever that you're dealing with, is a possible water sign that you're needing to move away from. Scorpio can be significant, is what I'm picking up on. But yeah, whoever this water sign is, this male that you're needing to move on, they don't have to necessarily be a water sign, but this could be someone who is not necessarily emotionally stable. It's upright, but what I'm picking up on this energy is this is not someone who is emotionally available for you, okay? Where do you want me to go to next, Spirit? Clarify. Tattoos can be significant. You may want another tattoo, maybe looking at tattoos. But tattoos is significant. What else here for Ashley? What else here for Ashley? You do tattoos. I was just about to say, I think you're a tattoo artist, but yeah. Tattoos is significant. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you are a tattoo artist, that's an artist. That's an artistry. You're putting your work, your energy onto people's actual skin, and that's a permanent thing. So, letting go of these attachments and these people that are not necessarily you're supposed to be dealing with, or, mindset, whatever it is that you got to let go that's in this devil energy, because you got to get, you cleanse your energy when it comes to tattooing. Okay. You're an artist, and that creativity also, can feel like a blockage. Also, not necessarily feeling like it's the best work that you're doing. So, when you're putting that energy into someone, as far as doing someone's tattoos, you got to rebalance your energy. It's kind of like being a healer also yourself. Okay. With that creativity. Clarify for Ashley. Clarify for Ashley. Yeah. Regrounding. Okay. So, getting yourself more and, grounding more. Okay. Also, if you haven't went outside, go outside. You may possibly be running into someone. So yeah, you may run into someone, while you are starting to get yourself, when you continue to do your healing work, you may run into someone, because this date came out. Okay. So someone you may run into to where you may end up, meeting somebody, who is actually, there for you. Okay. What else? Let me clarify this. This wedding rings and union, this could be the union, like I said, that you may be in now. You may be in a marriage now. You may be getting a divorce, or this could be, with this wedding rings that fell out, it fell onto the devil here. Okay. So this could be you moving on from a relationship that you're knowing that you need to move on from. Okay. This person could be, reminiscing on pictures. You can be reminiscing on pictures, when you let go of the things, and moving forward, delete those pictures. Okay. Those memories. You don't want to continue to, relive those memories of, with this person, that, you need to move on from. Okay. Cause you're continuously giving them your energy energetically. So yeah, with this taking a chance, risk, and options here. Okay. So if you are reminiscing on some pictures, just go ahead and clear the phone out, let it go, take some time to sit with it, to where you can just be like, okay, yeah, we had good times, but now it's time for something new. It's time for something different. Clarify this wedding rings here. Clarify this wedding rings for Ashley. Clarify this wedding rings for Ashley, Spirit. Clarify this wedding rings for Ashley. Clarify this wedding ring for Ashley. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this is messing with your money, okay? You being tied to whatever this that you being tied to. This, if you possibly are going through a divorce, yeah. So if you are going through a divorce, this is going to be something that you may have to, out of pocket, that money for divorcing, okay? That's why that Queen of Pentacles came into reverse. So, this could be something to where it's going to mess with your money, okay? But don't worry too much about that, all right? Yeah, don't worry too much about it, because this is changing. This is all going to end up working out in your favor, okay? With this Wheel of Fortune energy that fell into this taking a chance, taking a risk, okay? So this is all changing in your favor. Yeah, the Hermit. So really going within at this time. Virgo season can be very significant for you, but yeah, just really kind of seeking that light within at this time, and you know what to do, okay? You know exactly what to do. Let's see. Close this out here for Ashley. Close this out here for Ashley. Close this out here. Yeah. One more. I'm hearing ran its course, okay? And then I just kind of got really like a shift of tiredness. So, whatever this is may have been, causing you to be really tired of something. It's really just kind of ran its course, It's just kind of one of those things to where it's kind of done. Yeah. Know that you are not alone at this time, Ashley, okay? Your spirit team is surrounding you. Angels is surrounding you. I trust the wisdom within. So trust yourself. Like I said, in the beginning of this message was to really trust your intuition at this time, okay? And then also devotion unites me with the infinite. Be devoted to your journey. Be devoted to you at this time. It's going to be a little bit of tough battles, but you will definitely make it through, okay? And that's all I have for you. Peace and love to your journey. Thank you for your time and allowing Spirit to speak through you. Definitely confirmed a lot. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good luck on your journey, okay? Heartbreak is not easy, but you will get through it for sure, okay? There will be some tough days and some tough times, but make sure you are not sitting in that energy, especially with the winter time coming. Find some things that you love to do. Research more things about, tattooing, look up more things of how you can up level your skill, but really kind of just pouring into yourself at this time, because it's time to do so, okay? Much love to you. Winters are definitely, yeah, they are. They are. But find the light in it though, okay? Find the light in the winter time. The sun isn't there, and things like that. Just try to keep yourself a little bit busy, but make sure you're resting at the same time. But, listen to good music, just kind of really take some time to write down a good 10 things. If you can't do 10, do a good 5 things. What is it that I can do within the winter time that'll keep my spirits lifted? Okay. Get ahead of it versus letting it, take a hold of you. Okay. Hi. You're welcome. All right. Excuse me. Arturo, are you still here? Arturo, are you still here? Yes, you are. All right. Cleansing out of Ashley's energy. Cleansing out of Ashley's energy. Cleansing out of Ashley's energy. Ashe. Cleansing out of Ashley's energy. I call back all of my energy cleansed and purified and amplified to my highest light. Ashe. All right. Gratitude for cleansing the energy, spirit. Ashe. Take a couple of deep breaths, Arturo. Am I saying your name right? Those that are joining, I am currently on a personal reading. Collective has already been done. If you are wanting a personal, I'll give you till 2:30 or till I'm done with this reading to send in 2222 to my Cash App. Link is in the bio for a general read. Okay, that's good. Take a few deep breaths here, Arturo. I was seeing the color green, so heart chakra can be significant here, okay? You may need to release some energy, some pent-up resentment, some possible suppressed anger, okay, is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, I'm hearing shake it out. Like just kind of just one of those things to where you just kind of need to shake it off, all right? Really just kind of get yourself in movement, moving your shoulders, moving your head, just kind of getting more like relaxed, okay? You could have like stiffness in your body. You may want to go see about getting a massage also. Massages can be a little bit expensive, in the 100 range and everything. But if you do get on Groupon, you can find one in your area for like $50, $40 on sale, half the price. So get on Groupon, get you a little appointment scheduled for a massage therapist, okay? Because you got to get that energy moved out. You got a lot of energy that's pent up. And I'm picking up more so in like the back area. So your back can be kind of stiff, when you wake up in the morning. Could be having some issues in regards to your mattress, but it really feels like just some pent up energy that kind of just needs to be moved out. Shuffling for Arturo, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. I place protection over me in this message. Ashe, what is the most urgent messages at this time for Arturo? I feel like you don't really feel seen. That can be due to maybe not necessarily opening up as much, but I feel like you don't necessarily feel as seen. Not sure if work is giving you a hard time, but I'm picking up on work. You may be like just in a space to where you don't necessarily have time for yourself, and it's just kind of work, and you feel like you're not really necessarily appreciated. Just kind of like existing at this time. Spirit is telling me to send you something here right now. Get in a comfortable space. Get into a space of being able to receive at this time, and I'm going to send it to you here in a second. Allow this to activate within the next week. So if this release doesn't happen within this week, allow it to happen next week. Spirit is telling me to tell you to put the heart chakra frequency on as you sleep for the next week, okay? 5 days is what I'm hearing. Put the heart chakra frequency on when you go to sleep. Shuffling for Arturo. Close your eyes, Arturo. Put your hand out and look at your hand. Keep your eyes closed, but look at your hand. It's a heart. It's a heart that's in your hand. Place it on your chest. It'll be okay. Let me know you're ready to receive the message, Arturo. Okay. Yeah. Hermit, okay? This is a time for you to seek your answers within at this time. Hold on. I'm gonna wait till this commercial passes. Distractions can be significant, okay, to you at this time. So there could be a lot of kind of distractions, things that may be distracting you from yourself at this time. So that's why Spirit's leading you to go within.
Text message from 3 weeks ago. You deserve a sweet and tangy reward of a new prickly pear raspberry Whataburger from Whataburger. Thumbs up emoji.
An icicle treat for every small feat. Whataburger.
Picking up on someone just always needs something. It's always that, like, you have needy people that are kind of around you. And that's why you may not feel so much seen or appreciated. They just always need something. Shuffling for Arturo. Shuffling for Arturo. Shuffling for Arturo. Most urgent messages right now for Arturo. Yeah, someone's being needy, okay? So people are being very sneaky, or just they're very needy at this time. And so Spirit may be telling you to pull away from these people for some, right now, kind of pulling away from this people pleasing. That's why Spirit may want you to kind of go within right now, because right now it's time for you to nourish yourself, okay? This is something that really is being directed for divine masculines at this time. Is y'all are being taught self-worth more, okay? You guys have been providers, always provided for someone else. It's always something that someone else needs. You kind of, just kind of doing things, for other people and not necessarily for yourself. Haven't been able to focus on your mental health. Haven't been able to really buy something nice for yourself. You always got to buy something for someone else. So, Spirit is bringing you back to yourself at this time. Wants you to focus on yourself, saying no, at this time, even if that's the family members, even if you may possibly have, a significant other in your life, it's just one of those things to where having a conversation with them and letting them know that it's something that I have to, speak up is what I'm hearing, really kind of speak up for yourself at this time, because you may not have really felt like you've had a voice in a relationship or, in any type of situation, but it's just really speaking up for your time and really just kind of taking your power back and really focusing on yourself, is what Spirit wants you to do, because Spirit wants you to start focusing on your mental health and also getting in a pattern of taking care of yourself, getting, self self-care for you, you know, instead of having to do wearing yourself down for someone else all the time. So, you know, really up leveling your value, okay, at this time. What else here for Arturo? Yeah, this is where you needed to trust your intuition with this High Priestess energy that fell into the Five of Swords. So really trusting your intuition and the people that are backstabbing you, okay? And so with that, you know, intuition when it comes to the masculines, you know, there is that space. That's why I feel like that heart chakra is significant, because you may want to check that message out on my page that I just posted in regards to an unbalance of the feminine side. When it comes to an unbalancing of the feminine side for a masculine, it can show up as not being able to receive, not being able to accept compliments, not being able to take time to rest for yourself. So that's that wounded feminine energy that's within you, you know, not being able to rest, you know, feeling like everything has to be, you know, give, and not necessarily for you to be able to receive. That's why I said take that time to go get a massage so that you can actually relax for yourself, okay, and be able to receive something for you instead of always being that giver, okay? And so one of those things, you know, like I said, check out on my page. It's like a slide of the wounded feminine within a masculine, and that's something that can help right now at this time. And also embracing your emotions. So that's why as I was picking up on that heart chakra energy is, you know, when you are harboring that energy, you know, and not necessarily releasing it, it creates resentment. So you may resent certain people around you. You may feel like a little bit of anger, or you just feel yourself getting mad of the littlest things. It's because you have so much anger built up inside because you haven't been able to really nourish yourself. So, you know, that wounded feminine within you, you know, as a masculine, you know, you have to be able to nourish your own self at this time. You know, we can't always continue to pour from an empty cup. And that goes for any of the masculines out there. You know, take some time to yourself, nourish yourself at this time, do some self-care, you know, take care of yourself. What else for Arturo? Yeah, Page of Pentacles energy. This could be some chill. Yeah, the Star in reverse here, okay? So what I'm picking up on this energy here, yeah, this could be some sort of relationship. But with this Two of Cups energy can just be, like I said, you balancing out that feminine energy and the masculine energy within you at this time. Okay, and Spirit said that's the truth here, all right, period. You could be a fire sign. You could be dealing with a fire sign possibly. But with this King of Wands energy, this is like...
In spring, your neighborhood Target is remodeled and ready for you. Discover fresh grocery options, the latest tech, and quality.
With this King of Wands energy, you know, you could be a fire sign or you could be dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but this could be also you just kind of being in a fiery energy. And so, you know, you want to kind of move a little bit out of this energy, okay? Because it has you in a space to where it's unbalancing your energy, okay? So you, like I said, you know, also with the King of Wands, you know, he is very, you know, leadership orientated, you know, but in action oriented. So, but like I said, that's something that is kind of knocking you off balance because with this Two of Cups energy here, okay? Because and that's why also it could have something to do with your finances. You know, this could be, you know, I spoke on that, you know, job situation, okay, with this Page of Pentacles and this page energy. This is like that student energy. This is that learning. This is that kid energy, okay, within this Page of Pentacles. So, you know, balancing out your energy, the masculine and the feminine energy within yourself at this time, okay? And then also learning not to be so stuck in that leadership role, okay? Knowing you need to take time to retract back and pour into yourself, okay? That's what's needed to be balanced at this time. What else here for Arturo? Yeah, Leo can be significant. So Yeah, but this is you gaining your strength in this power energy, okay? Calling your power back at this time, okay? Having more strength in value in yourself, okay? Not necessarily the strength on the outside, as far as being, a man, but being more strengthful on the internal, okay? We can't continue to pour, like I keep saying, we can't continue to pour from an empty cup. Yeah, this is something that's keeping you kind of mentally trapped. So, this could be, really needed to work more so on that, that mindset to where you're not necessarily trapped in your head about these things that you've been going through at this time. Okay. Where are you sending me, Spirit? Yeah. Falling apart, okay? And this is you, and you may not necessarily be falling apart completely, or you may be kind of feeling that energy of falling apart. But falling apart just came on here. So, catching yourself before you fall, okay? With this strength energy, catching yourself before you fall, okay? What else is for Arturo? Two from here. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Connection, oneness, finding your way forward, okay? So, like I said, this strength and this energy of you connecting yourself as above, so below, so within, so without, connecting yourself, going back into connecting yourself with you, okay? With the things that you enjoy, with the things that you need to do at this time. Connecting that bridge, okay? Within at this time so that you can gain that strength to move forward. Let yourself be drawn by the pull of what you truly love. What did I just say? Let yourself be drawn by what you truly love. Divine purpose, mission in life, being guided. Okay? You're being guided into the correct direction that you're needing to go. And trust your intuition with it. Okay? Shuffling for Arturo. Close this out for Arturo. New heights, okay? Growth of potential. You can be seeing birds, okay? You may be starting to see birds after this message here, but seeing things from a higher perspective, reaching new heights, flying high, soaring, freeing yourself at this time, okay? Arturo, frost of stillness and stop and reflect. This is that time to go within, okay? Wintertime is where you want to take that time to revamp yourself also. This has been a message for almost everyone at this time, but, taking that time to be still with yourself, reflecting on the things that is no longer serving you so that you can make the right decisions at this time, okay? And then also planning phase, okay? It's time to plan something new. It's time to choose wisely. It's time to make a new move, okay? Or when you plan things, you can make a better choice or better choices when you're moving. You could be interested into chess also as well, or you could just be very wise at this time, okay? And really just want to be wise with your decision makings. But exactly, you will be able to trust your intuition the more you continue to open up your heart space, okay? So like I said, your main objective right now is to focus on yourself, get that massage booked so you can have some sort of self-care done. If you're not in the gym, get yourself in the gym at this time, start eating a little bit healthier, start trusting your intuition, just really start pouring into yourself, okay? So that you can start making better decisions, or just really just, going in the better direction at this time, feeling more better about yourself because you don't necessarily feel appreciated. And that is all that I have for you, Arturo.
Best 11 days of the year. We made it. So step on into the sights, sounds, and flavors of summer. Step on into the Missouri State Fair.
Yes, pay attention to you at this time. Focusing on you at this time. Get you a massage. I'm heavily picking up on getting a massage. So heavily get you a massage. You will appreciate that. You're welcome. Take care of yourself. Much love. When when it and also, like I said, listen to that heart chakra frequency so that you can go ahead and get that energy moved. Also, you may end up having a release, a cry, after you get that massage. So if you can, get that massage scheduled within the next 2 weeks, so it can allow that process of that cleanse that I just sent you also, as well as that heart chakra frequency, so you can go ahead and get those suppressed emotions out. Okay, because that's what's holding you back a little bit and starting to cause some sort of heaviness on you also as well. So get that released. So get that released. All right. You're welcome. Much love to you on your journey. Peace and love, Arturo. You got this. Time is at 2:42. All right. I will take one more reading. If you want to send in, my Cash App is 2222. Or my Cash App is 22. The reading is 2222. My Cash App is the link in the bio. Yeah, Antonio, yeah, that's because people be hating, when people see you doing better than them, people get to feeling some type of way. They get to project them because they ain't necessarily doing, what they need to do. So, we got to start taking our focus off of people that don't appreciate us for who we are or us doing better. We got to be our own cheerleaders at some point. Sometimes it can get exhausting for, cheering yourself on, but ain't nobody going to have you like your own self have you, okay? Can't nobody tell you what to do more than what you can tell yourself to do, to exist. Thank you. I'm glad you found me too. All right. I will give you until 2:47. That's a random number, but 2:47 for the last person to go ahead and send in to my Cash App. Link is in bio. 2222 for a personal reading at this time. Those that are just joining, the collective has already been done. I am on a personal now. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm condolences for your loss. That mother wound and that a mom passing is definitely very heavy. I've been seeing that a lot too. It's been bothering me lately because I'm just like, why am I seeing moms passing so much? But that's something that I've also been around a lot of people that have lost their mom. I don't know, spirit brings me around people that lost their mom a lot. I honestly think I might be kind of like a death doula also as well. Kind of like a crossroads. That's kind of a reason why I'm also a medium. So I don't know, but I'm so sorry to hear about that. All right, 2 more minutes. If you want to go ahead and book the personal, it is 2222 at my Cash App. If you are going to book it, let me know. Nessa, you would just send it straight to my Cash App. So you just go into my I'll pin my Cash App here. Hold on. I don't feel like retyping it, so I gotta go find it. Damn, can't find it. Oh, there it is. Let me just type it in. February. Cleansing out of Ataro's energy. Cleansing out of Ataro's energy. Cleansing out of Ataro's energy.
For over a century, Frigidaire has dared to perform. We've maximized space for up to 35 bags of groceries and created the adaptable fridge to freezer drawer. We'll always put your family first. Dare to expect more. Frigidaire.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. We're body slams and blue suede shoes, rock and roll, jazz and blues, rockin' mullets and rat pack suits. Even our grandmas have tattoos. So get out there, take your swings, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops RAM. America, and nothing stops RAM.
I got you, Vanessa. I got you. Shuffling for Vanessa. I'm picking up on there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can be feeling like you're kind of in a space of, you know, kind of darkness, or kind of in a space to where things are going on that you kind of don't necessarily have any control over. But what I'm picking up on and what I was hearing was there is light at the end of the tunnel. Take a couple of deep breaths for me, please. 5. Take 5 deep breaths at this time, Vanessa. Shuffling for Vanessa. I was seeing someone waving a flag. So you could be in a space to where you're surrendering, or spirit wants you to surrender. You know, divine wants you to go ahead and surrender to the flow, surrender to the things that are happening right now at this time. You know, like I said, there's something that may be out of your control at this time. And, you know, it's like you want to control it, but not necessarily feeling like you're able to control it. And also with that light at the end of the tunnel. So, you know, waving that flag of surrender, just letting things go ahead and go and flow at this time. Yeah, something that you could be definitely working on at this time. Okay, Vanessa? Something that is causing a lot of persistence, you know, in regards to something maybe surrounding your finances. Could have been some unexpected bills. Shuffling for Vanessa this time. What's the most urgent messages? Gratitude, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. I place protection over me. I place protection over my home, Ashe, and this message. Excuse me. Yeah, there could have been some sort of hiccups that, you know, that you're running into at this time. I'm hearing trust the process. Shuffling for Vanessa. What's the most urgent messages for her at this time? What is the clarity that she's needing at this time? What is the most urgent messages for Vanessa? What is the clarity for Vanessa? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this could be something that to where it's you know, cycles that you may be kind of not necessarily, like I said, that waving that flag of surrender. So you may not necessarily be surrendering to whatever this flag, this cycle that may be needing to be closed at this time. Okay. Let me see here. What's the Knight of Wands? What's the Knight of Wands here, Spirit? What's the Knight of Wands here for? What's the Knight of Wands here for? Yeah, this is something that may be going on within the home at this time. Something that you're needing to trust your intuition with this High Priestess coming out, okay? This could, like I said, this could have something to do with your money, okay? And why things may be kind of stagnant. Things could be feeling a little bit flighty. Something that you're needing to stand your ground with it at this time, okay? Something that you're needing to be more defensive about when it comes to you at this time, okay? So standing up for yourself a little bit more and trusting your intuition. Someone could be lying to you is what I'm hearing. What else? Yeah. Someone's lying, okay? With the moon that came out, someone's trying to keep something hidden. Something's trying to keep something to where you're not able to see something here. And that's why Spirit wants you to stand your ground when it comes to this, okay? Page of Wands came into reverse here, okay? So this is something that is not any forward movement. This is what's causing you stagnancy within your finances and within your income, is because there's no forward movement. Well, whoever this person is that's flighty, they're very in and out. This could be a possible cheater, is what I'm hearing. What else? What else for Vanessa? Yeah. There's a third party here. There's a third party here. Okay, there could be some, but this is what Spirit wants you to do, is to move forward so that you can start celebrating. Okay, so that you can move forward within this cycle and have some new beginnings. But someone's keeping something hidden. Someone's trying, with the 4 wands on the bottom of the deck. Someone who you may be dealing with in the home, but someone is sneaky. Someone's keeping something hidden from you. This is what's causing the stagnancy in your money. I'm picking up on they have bad karma. They're not truthful. Yeah, this could have you kind of really in your emotions. This could be coming off as, just anger. You could be feeling like really angry because someone's not necessarily telling you the truth, and you know what you're picking up on. Your intuition is telling you. You're just really picking up on their patterns is what I'm picking up on. It's like you pick up when they're flighty. When they're doing their dirt. Okay, but this could have you really angry and upset because they're not being truthful with you. Clarify for Vanessa. 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 Yeah. Someone may be sick too, or someone's karma is sickness. So someone will be possibly getting sick. Okay. This could be like, I'm not going to say what that is, but you may know what that is, okay? But someone may be getting sick, and that's going to be their karma. But this person is projecting. This is a projector spirit. So, like I said, trusting your intuition, because also what came out was she will set you up in a heartbeat. It doesn't necessarily have to be a she. It could also be a he. Of whoever this person is that's will set you up in a sense or whatever. But what I'm picking up on is setting you up emotionally, because with this projector spirit, someone who projects their energy onto you, this is someone who is trying to make you doubt your intuition. They're trying to make you doubt what you actually truly know. Okay, so they're projecting that energy onto you. Hold on, I'll wait until this commercial goes by.
Gentle, soft and fresh, with a subtle, delicate scent and softness. Downy breathe life into your laundry.
Downy. A sound, a Booking.com.
The family must depart. Spares to die for, indeed.
Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com. Booking.com.
Yeah.
Then we have good shapeshifter that also came out here for you, Vanessa. So with this good shapeshifter energy, this is what I'm picking up on you. Okay. So you are someone who you know, like I said, your emotions can be kind of just shifting and going into different places. You know, you could be someone who gets along with pretty much anyone. So you know, you can be in different types of crowds of people. Okay. But like I said, there's someone who is projecting that energy onto you. They're trying to make you doubt your intuition. Okay. You know what the truth is. Don't doubt yourself. Yeah, clock. This time is ran out. Okay, this is ran its course with this person or whoever these people are. Yeah, backstabbing as I shuffle the deck here. So, you know, somebody is really, you know, betraying, you know, breaking your heart here with this energy. So someone is not worthy of your energy anymore. Okay. Yeah, you could be like literally awaiting this person's. Yeah, it's old. It's old. It's played out. Okay, this could be something to where you are, you know, this person may not respond to your messages. You know, this could be someone who be out and they don't respond to your messages when they're out, and then they try to make it seem like they were busy, but they wasn't truly busy. They was, you know, possibly with somebody else. So, you know, trust your intuition with this, and that could be another reason why you were feeling unsettled when this person leaves the home, because you know exactly what they're doing. So Spirit wants you to literally evolve from this situation and let this go, because it's really played out. It's outdated. It's no longer, you know, needed at this time. Okay, coffee can be very significant. And what I'm picking up on also, if you are drinking a lot of caffeine, you may be getting caffeine headaches. But if you do drink a lot of caffeine or taking a lot of caffeine, kind of looking for some alternative sources in regards to that. Okay, so taking a little bit step back and also kind of focusing on your health when it comes to the like your, as far as the things that you're ingesting at this time, like for, you know, eating more fruits, eating more vegetables. You know, if you are eating out more or you're eating unhealthier things, kind of, you know, getting more into healthier eating is what I'm picking up. Yeah, with this cut now. Okay, so let go of whatever this person is that you know you can't trust, because they're no longer needed and, you know, for you. And like I said, for everyone, it's going to take some time to, you know, get over things when it comes to dealing with somebody. But I'm picking on, and you're kind of over it, but it is going to still hurt, you know. But let this energy go. Okay, you don't necessarily need it. And then also, like I said, working on your internal health, working on the things that are your health at this time. So, you know, eating more healthier at this time also as well. Okay, let's see. Clarify the spread here for Nessa. You may need to also take some time to yourself. Even just doing something like really small, you know, maybe taking yourself out, like with this coffee cup energy, you know, taking yourself out for like a small like coffee shop, go get you a pastry, go sit down and just kind of have some time to yourself. You know, go find a place that is new, or, you know, that recently opened up in your area, or, you know, just go explore, go find a place that you've never been to, you know, and just kind of just take your own self out, you know, and just kind of have some time to yourself. He was going to do that yesterday. Yes. Okay. Go take some time to yourself. Go just take yourself out. You know, don't wait on anyone to go with you. You know, really what I'm picking up on is do a solo date. You know, you will enjoy this. Okay. Find something. Find a new place. You'll like it. Close this out for Nessa. Yeah. Vortex of change, transformation. Yeah. Peaks reached here. Okay. Reach for the mountaintops. All right. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. You may have started down here at the bottom of the mountain, but I'm picking up on that song. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough. Okay? You're climbing it, all right? Adapt to this transformation. You'll get through it. All right? Fall time can be very significant, you know, but you will get through it. Okay? Yeah, and release these burdens. All right, at the end of the deck, at the bottom of the deck here, release these burdens, and then saving grace. All right, you're being saved from being trapped down with this energy. Someone was holding you back. Someone was holding you down. You knew that you needed to let this go. Okay, that is all that I got for you, Miss Nessa. I hope you got your clarity. Peace and love to you on your journey. Take that solo date, okay? Take some time out for yourself. You're welcome. I'm glad you did. You're welcome. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Peace and love to your journey, okay? Everything is going to get better. All right, y'all. Everything is going to get better. All right, y'all. It's been a long night, okay? I'm tired. I got an appointment, a dental appointment in the morning. So have a happy Friday, y'all. I might be back on here this weekend, possibly. We'll see what Spirit says, but have a good weekend, y'all. Be safe. Thank you for those that have been liking the live, the commentary, sending the gifts. I appreciate it. Welcome new supporters. I appreciate the follow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much love, y'all. I hope you guys received the message. If you want to book a personal reading, link is in bio. I may be doing personals on here again this weekend. Just peep out, take a look. Keep up with me, I guess. Turn on the notifications, whatever you got to do. But talk to you guys later. Mwah.